If they do not listen to that we told you,
they
are left out in Lagos State too. Forget the fact that they use the police and the Nigerian army.
Kò sí fake ìpàṣẹ Ọlọ́run wọ́n dá amẹ́sí padà kí ló ń wá lọ́nbẹ̀ náà wọ́n bẹ̀ lọ ṣòjóró ni àwọn kan wá lọ́gbọ́njọ àwọn kan lọ wọ́n wá fọgbọ́n kan block ọgbọ́n kan hallelujah ṣé mo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa code fún ẹ code.
Do you remember I told you about a secret code?
Etiquette here.
Do you now
secret
understand
code ni
it?
Code kan wọ́n fi defeat code kan.
One code is used to defeat another.
Antivirus.
I prayed about an antivirus.
Àwọn antivirus àdúrà nìyẹn wá block kankan.
And then a particular prayer was.
So nígbà ẹ máa ń sọ àwọn òyìnbó tí ẹ mọ̀ túmọ̀ òyìnbó.
When you speak some kind of English,
kì í sọ òyìnbó kì í sọ antivirus kì í sọ secret code.
Don't you talk about?
Ṣé àfi ṣe wàásù?
Did you talk about that?
Àwọn yẹn wọ́n wá lọ lo secret code mi. Wọ́n bá kó 20 táwọn bá jẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ mú Boko Haram. Ẹ̀bí anybody kọ́. Ta ló fẹ́ lọ mú Boko Haram? Ọlọ́run mú. Ọlọ́run á gbàdúrà wa. Ṣùgbọ́n secret code wọn ó mú Amẹ́sí mọ́lẹ̀, ó mú Òṣè mọ́lẹ̀, ó mú Arẹ́gbẹ́, ó mú Tinubu kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe lórí ẹ̀. Pọ́ńkásó kò sí nǹkan kan lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Every other person, what then do they want to do?
Ṣùgbọ́n ti Boko Haram ẹ ti sọ pé ó ti di international community ìwọ̀nba náà máa ṣe mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ṣe báwọn pé kóòdù àwọn yẹn ó súpà ó wọ́n dúró bí dàgbàdàgbà ni kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe nǹkan tí mò ń sọ fún ẹ ni pé tí ẹ bá wà ní ipò àṣẹ gbogbo ọ̀kan lọ́nà bá fi tì lẹ́yìn ìdádá ní ògọ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn o kì í má purọ́ o kò gọ́ ń bẹ̀ o kò gọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ á bí mi léèrè wípé ǹjẹ́ ohun tó lúwa ń pa láṣẹ ṣe a máa ń ṣe bó ṣe yẹ ká ṣe Ọ̀ṣun títí dé o ta ló wọlé ń bẹ̀.
Do we listen to God's direction? Who would give answers? And now we have Osun State.
tí wọ́n fi dáadáa tèmi ṣé kìí sòtọ́ àti Omiṣore àti Arẹ́gbẹ́
Omiṣore Arẹ́gbẹ́
kò yẹ kán wọlé.
are not supposed to win elections.
ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ àbí wọ́n ti jẹ́ ń tijú ni àbí ẹ̀kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run kó ṣẹ.
But let God's will be done.
Ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run òun ni kó ṣẹ.
God's will should be done.
Ọlọ́run ti mẹ́ni tó máa wọlé.
God knows who will win the elections.
Ká má purọ́ fúnra wa.
Let's not tell lies.
Nítòótọ́ one on one Arẹ́gbẹ́ máa wọlé.
One on one Arẹ́gbẹ́ should win the elections.
A wọlé nítòótọ́.
Of truth.
Nítòótọ́ o ṣùgbọ́n tó máa lọ àlọ́dọ́gbọ́n sí i wa kù sọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà.
But if they try to use some other things, everything is left.
Psalm 119:35 Olúwa bá pa láṣẹ fún ẹ.
When God directs you to do something,
tẹ̀lé ìpàṣẹ Ọlọ́run.
Follow his instructions to the letter.
Ìgbésí ayé ẹlòmíì.
Some people's way of life.
Kò wọṣọ pupa.
Do not allow them
to wear red
clothes nor black clothing.
Kò ṣẹwà.
And do not allow them to do beauty things.
Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó pa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa lára ni wípé a kì í gbọ́ ìpàṣẹ Ọlọ́run.
But what affects most of us is that we do not listen to God's directions.
Ẹlòmíì sìn irun elénìní agbésórí.
Some people
alẹ́ wàá gbàdúrà Olúwa má jẹ́ irógo elénìní má jẹ́ irógo elénìní. Ẹ bèrè pé ṣé kò tí lé lénìní ṣé òun kò gbé lénìní sórí.
And you ask such person, hasn't she also attacked herself with those blockages?
Ẹlòmíì á kó èékánná àkóbá ni á kó sọ́wọ́.
Some people will feel funny nails.
Àbí èékánná tán lẹ̀ yẹn àkóbá nìkan náà pé.
Isn't that supposed to be something that implicates one?
Èékánná àkóbá ni.
Nails that implicate one.
Èèyàn kan gbàdúrà Olúwa má jẹ́ irógun àkóbá nígbà tó máa gbé ọmọ ẹ̀ èékánná àkóbá nìyẹn ló kì bójú ọmọ ẹ̀.
Somebody keeps praying not to be implicated, but
bí mi ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ojú ọmọ yẹn fọ́.
Her fingers went
tí ò bá ṣe èékánná àkóbá ni kò ní lọ ṣe mistakenly kì í sójú ọmọ ẹ̀.
She wouldn't have mistakenly put the finger into the baby's eyes.
Ẹlẹ́dàá ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀.
And her Creator does not want such.
Ohun wo lẹ́lẹ́dàá ẹ pa láṣẹ fún ẹ kó ṣe àti pé kó má ṣe.
What has your God directed you not to do?
Tó bá Olúwa pa láṣẹ wípé Sunday o ohun tí báyìí kò máa ṣe pé máa clean nínú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì.
God has probably directed you to clean the church every Sunday.
Tó bá lọ sí hospital.
If you go to the hospital,
ohun tí dókítà paláṣẹ fún ẹ ló máa lò.
you
wọ́n
follow
ní
the doctor's
oògùn ọ̀rẹ́
instructions.
ta àbí kí lóògùn tẹ máa ń lò.
And they'll
a
give
ní
you different
síbí
names of
mẹ́ta
drugs,
láàárọ̀ síbí mẹ́ta
giving
lọ́sàn-án
you prescriptions and
síbí mẹ́ta
dosages.
lálẹ́. tó bá ti wá lo síbí mẹ́ta yẹn tó bá ti wá ṣiṣẹ́ àmàṣe operation.
And they tell you if you take after taking this
Àyè bẹ́ẹ̀
drug,
kọ́.
you do not see any changes, we'll actually have to operate you.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
ọkùnrin kan wá síbi pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ẹ̀ kà á sí mi létí náà 35 kí ló ti wí.
mú mi rìn ní ipa àṣẹ rẹ
Mhm.
nítorí nínú rẹ ni dídùn mi.
Oh.
mú mi rìn ní ipa àṣẹ rẹ
Mhm.
nítorí nínú rẹ ni dídùn inú mi.
ẹ ṣe 133 kò dúró síbẹ̀ náà. obìnrin yẹn ó sọ fọ́kọ ẹ̀ àwọn family sọ pé kán lọ ṣe operation tó ló ní fibroid.
A certain man brought his wife to the church, and
wọ́n ní
that
fibroid
woman had been
àbí
diagnosed with
ọmọ
fibroid,
oṣù mẹ́ta.
and it was said to look like a 3-month-old
ọkọ ẹ̀ wá
baby.
dàbí pé nǹkan tóun fẹ́ ṣe ni pé
And the
bí a dé
husband
church
says
náà
that what he wanted
tí a
to
bá
do
ti
was
dé
that he
church
should
tí a bá
get
ti
to
ká lọ
the
ṣe
church first,
à á lọ.
and that whatever they instruct them to do in church, they
láti
would
ti
do.
Badagry
All the way from Badagry,
ó bá ń bọ̀.
he came.
àdé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ń ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ́ fílẹ̀ á lọ.
And we told him that it would cease.
nǹkan tí yẹn fẹ́ gbọ́ ló ti gbọ́ yẹn ó ní you see now.
He heard what he wanted
Daddy
to
said
hear.
it will go.
And he told the wife, "Can you see?"
Wọ́n lè ti lọ sí
Daddy
hospital.
says it will stop.
èmi ò pé operation pọ̀ tó yẹn 500,000 láti ṣe operation
I
fibroid
didn't know that it was that expensive.
500,000
500,000
Ó mọ iye tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀?
naira.
owó gidi
A whole lot of money.
owó tó máa lè turn life èèyàn
A kind of money
Sí
that
rere.
will turn somebody's life for good.
wọn náà fẹ́ fi lọ génú èèyàn
They said they want to use it to operate.
guarantee olúwa kó lè
somebody's
survive
womb.
ẹ̀
Without
ṣùgbọ́n
the guarantee
ìpaláṣẹ
that she
ọlọ́run
will
yẹn ni pé
survive.
má ṣe é.
But God's direction was that she should not go for the operation.
ẹlòmíín wà tó bá sọ pé nǹkan yìí má ṣe o akọ̀yìn musẹ́lẹ̀ náà ní ẹni tó máa pa ló ń wá a lọ ṣe é tó bá wá ṣe tán
Will
a
not
bù
do
lọ́wọ́
it, and then they'll go to
ìyẹn á wá
ahead to
di
do it.
ogun
And since
orí kó ti kó bá rẹ̀.
very dangerous for them.
mo sọ fún èèyàn kan mo ní má lọ sí Èkìtì o
I told somebody
Ó ní
not to
ẹ̀.
go to Ekiti State.
ó ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ní má lọ mo ní one tí wọ́n ti máa sọ fún ẹ pé ẹni yóò ní wọlé mo ní two mo ní tó bá dẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ ò ní gbà yìí wọ́n á ní pé no aṣáájú ní kí n lọ but ok òun ti gbọ́ ti tèmi ìgbà tó máa lọ ó bá pa fóònù ẹ̀
He
Wọ́n ló
asked for
ṣẹlẹ̀.
reasons and went ahead
Nígbà tó ń
because he
padà
was
bọ̀.
ordered by Asiwaju to go there.
bó ṣe l'accident nìyẹn.
When he was coming back, he was involved in an accident.
ó ní accident tó yẹ pé wọ́n lè sọ pé mọ́ṣúárì lòún wà
The accident was so severe
ó lóun sá eré
he had to be placed in the
120
morgue.
speed kilometre lòún wà
He
ó
said
ní
it was
táyà
on
wájú ibi tóun
a
jókòó sí
speed of
olóde yọ
120 kilometers.
òun dẹ̀ wo táyà yẹn tó ń sáré lọ báyìí mọ́tò yẹn dẹ̀ ń lọ ó fẹ́ wọnú gbó ó ń dẹ̀ sọ pé jésù máa yẹ mọ́tò yẹn wọ gbó má yẹ kó wọ gbó ó ní nẹ́ẹ̀sì tó ń wò ní pé mọ́tò yẹn máa sọ máa sọ́ọ̀tù má yẹ ti sọ máa sọ́ọ̀tù ó ló máa jóná àwọn dẹ̀ máa kú síbẹ̀ ó lóun sọ pé òun ṣe títí di ni ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ti kọ́ òun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ títí láéláé òun ò ní ṣe títí di sọ̀rọ̀ yín mọ́
His
ẹni
car
yẹn ń
got
bọ̀ wá
involved in
ṣe
an
ìjẹ́rìí
accident.
ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ gbé sí ọjọ́ ìjẹ́rìí pàtàkì fún mo
He's
ní kó sì
coming for
kó
a
mu dání
testimony very soon, but I want it to be a very important
bọ́lọ̀ ń bá
testimony.
pa á láṣẹ fún ẹ.
If God directs it to you.
torí tọ́lọ́ bá pàṣẹ fún èèyàn wàá rò pọ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ òdẹ̀ kì í ṣọ̀dẹ̀ o.
When God gives a man direction, you feel you are a fool, but you are actually not one.
tẹ̀lé ìpàṣẹ ọlọ́run
Follow God's direction.
133 kí ló ti wí.
fi ìṣísẹ̀ mi múlẹ̀ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ
ó tàn
kí o má sì ṣe jẹ́ kí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ́ṣẹ̀ kí ó jọba lórí mi.
ẹ ṣe tí o bá rìn nínú ìpàṣẹ ọlọ́run
If you walk in God's directions,
ẹlòmíì ọlọ́run sọ pé dúró máì tí ì bímọ o dúró máì tí ì
people
lọ́kọ
will be
o
instructed
dúró máì tí ì fi iṣẹ́ ẹ lẹ́ o
not to give birth now, not to get married
dúró má fi lé
now,
ọkọ ẹ lẹ́ o
or do not leave your matrimonial
dúró má
home
fi
now.
iṣẹ́ ẹ lẹ́ o.
Do not leave your present job right now.
hallelujah
Hallelujah.
hallelujah
Hallelujah.
àríṣekọ́lá
Abishekola
olówó lọ́lá
had so much money.
orípọ́jọ́ friday wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀
On Friday, he was laid down,
gbogbo yẹn wá ń wò ó
and everyone was looking at him.
ní 2002
In 2002,
èmi pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ pàdé mo sọ̀rọ̀ kan fún
I met with him and I told him something.
èèyàn kan wá sọ fún yín pé tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o.
And somebody told him to take to the instructions.
Oúnjẹ pákó ibò lẹ́nu.
He was chewing stick.
Ó sọ yìí pé wọ́n lè èlò ní kó mú wá fún nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn.
And he asked me how much he was supposed to bring for that thing I had told him.
Mo á sọ mo ní wọn ò ní kí ẹ mówó wá.
And I told him you've not been asked to
ẹ
bring
lọ
any
ṣe
form of
àdúrà
money.
yẹn fún ara yín.
Just go do the prayers yourself.
Ṣé kẹ́ lè bá 70.
So that you be able to clock your 70th birthday.
Ṣé gbogbo 70 yẹn?
Can you see he was not up to
About
70
70.
before he died?
Ẹni tí ẹni yẹn ṣì wà láyé ó yẹ kí ẹni yẹn ní Friday ẹni ẹ ló wá send test pé ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ fún ààrẹ kò gbọ́.
The third party who was there was the one who sent me a text message to remind me that that thing I told
Ó ló
him
sọ
he
pé
didn't listen.
àdúrà kò sí nǹkan tí owó ṣe tì owó lè yí ọ̀rọ̀ padà.
That he
Bóun
told
lọ
him
sí
that
múra.
there was nothing money could not do.
Wọ́n á ní kó gba
That
àdúrà
money
wọ́n á
could
rè
change
dànù.
things for him. And he could go to Umrah for prayers that things should be
Ó
changed
ti sick
around
láti
for
5
him.
years ago. 5 years.
5 years ago,
Ó ti sick.
he had been sick since
Ó máa
5
sùn kò
years.
máa jí ni.
He slept and did not wake up.
Ó ní kó jí òun ní 1 p.m. láti máa lọ sí airport.
He
Wọ́n wá
asked them
jí.
to wake him up at 1 p.m. to go to the airport.
Kò wá jí mọ́.
They tried waking him up, but he could not rise again.
Wọ́n náà máa rò ó pé lọ́jọ́ kan wọ́n náà máa fáyé ilẹ̀ o.
You should also remember that one day you would die.
Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá tẹ̀lé ìpàṣẹ Ọlọ́run,
But if you follow God's instruction,
ó lè ré ibi dànù lórí ẹ.
He could part away with you and evil.
Ó lè ré